Hey everybody, Ben here. It's Saturday morning around 6:40 a.m. I'm in my basement, just getting ready to leave, taking care of the cats and things like that. I guess in front of my game doubles. Sorry if everything you can see I'm a little disheveled. Going to head out this morning to some fleas out a little bit west from here. One is like an annual flea market that I've had success in before. The other thing we're going to do today is I think we're going to be going to a guy's house to pick up a substantial portion of his collection. I found him on Facebook, and the guy just wants to get rid of everything. And so, if it works out, it's going to be a pretty insane pickup. Tons of stuff, a lot of modded systems, but it's all got to work out. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, stick with me. If you're liking these videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. Um, I will be back in a little bit and show you what we got. So it's a few days later. I'm trying to get a weird bird's eye view of all the stuff we picked up from this guy's collection. Even under the table, there's some things that I'm going to show off. We're not going to get to show everything in this video. So, long story short, Saturday morning, as I mentioned, did a couple flea markets, and then I bought a guy's collection. I'm going to talk about this as soon as we sit down, but it was a crazy deal. I was looking at one thing on Facebook, and then the conversation just developed in a very weird way. So anyway, tons of stuff here. This is one of my most unusual pickups. It was a lot, but also it was a lot of modded and esoteric things. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is probably gonna be long, and I'm probably gonna do a lot of weird cuts because I can't possibly show everything in the normal clips that I usually do. So stay tuned for more. All right, so sitting down here, we're going to have a very long breakdown. There's actually technically only a couple pickups, but it was such a crazy day on Saturday. First, since it's a little bit more simple, I did pick up a few things at the flea markets. I went to two. I went to one in Mount Airy that's like an annual flea market. It's huge. There were tons of vendors, but I found very little games. What we did find at that one was, let me make sure I pick out the right ones here. Just these two from the first flea market. I paid $10 for the two of them. Another copy of Rogue Leader for GameCube. I know I can trade it. And NFL Street 2, which I didn't have, so we're going to keep that one. Nothing too crazy, but for $10 I was pretty happy. There was another one in Gaithersburg, which is sort of on our way to our destination to pick up this guy's collection. Again, kind of meh. There was one guy selling games. He wanted $5 a piece. I got him to do 25 on these. A couple will keep, but most will flip. Virtua Chess 64, I didn't have that, so we'll keep it. Tony Hawk American Wasteland, this is going to be a trade one. Same with Fusion Frenzy, I trade this one a lot, actually. Need for Speed Underground 2, I have it, it's another good trade one. Tony Hawk Underground, another good trade game. And then Gladiator, which I didn't have for Xbox, so we're going to keep it. So those were 25 for those six. Nothing too special, but some good trade bait, whatever. This is what you gotta do when you go to flea markets. You don't see that much. You have to take what you can find. This was all a prelude to the sort of big thing, which was on Facebook on Friday morning. I saw a post, and if I have a clip of it, I'll share it right here. But someone was selling a Game Gear that was modded, and I have the Game Gear right here. What appealed to me about it, of course, was a few things. First, I don't think I charged it up, so I need to deal with it. But first, it's got the McWill screen mod, and of course, I didn't charge it before setting it up, which was kind of stupid, but whatever. It's got the McWill screen mod, so it's got the nice bright LCD screen, as well as, and it's going to be very hard to see in the video, he installed a USB-C port to give USB charging for this thing, so it's much more modern, as well as an EverDrive. So this has an EverDrive in it with the Game Gear, and I assume Master System ROM set. Everything's in great shape. He fixed it all up. He was asking $300 on it. I was just chit-chatting with him. I'll be honest, at the time I wasn't really sure if I was really all that interested. It was a lot that he was asking. And then he says, well, what do you think is fair? I'm like, well, I just got to think about it. I said $300 was a pretty fair price for all this stuff. An EverDrive's kind of expensive. All these mods are kind of expensive. I said, I just need to think about it. And we just get to chatting about collecting. And he says, I'm really trying to get out of collecting. I would get rid of my entire collection for $1,500 if you were interested. I showed him the game room tour video that I had before,
and I saw he had a couple other posts for some other weird stuff. And so we got to talking. I'm like, well, I'll take a look at it. I said, that's a lot of money, but I've done this sort of thing before. If it's really cool stuff and you're really willing to give me a great deal on it, I'll spend a little bit of money on stuff. So he said 1,500. I'm just keeping an open mind. I don't think anything's gonna happen at this point. But what ended up happening is he showed me some amazing items. Give you a little background. This guy, I'm not gonna give his name, but he's a former military veteran, retired, and he is a tinkerer. He likes to work on electronics, and all he liked to do was modifications. So HDMI mods and mod chips and RGB mods and weird handheld mods and case mods and all this other stuff. And he's a big collector, had tons of EverDrives and things like that. Some really weird stuff that for me is really cool to add to the collection, as well as, of course, some games. As he showed things to me, I just am like my mind's getting blown at all the stuff he's just including as part of this. And when we're talking about it, I said, okay, I think 1,500 is fair for everything you're asking. We'll do a pickup tomorrow. And he says, well, let me show you more pictures. I'm like, I thought a deal's a deal. You keep putting more stuff in, and he just keeps adding things. And so I asked him at one point, do you think my friend drives a Toyota? My friend who's helping me on Saturday, he drives a Toyota Camry. And I'm like, do you think this can all fit in a Camry? He's like, well, I'm pretty sure it can all fit in a Toyota Camry. And indeed, we ended up filling up the entire trunk, all with stuff, as well as the back seat. And so I'm going to show you everything that I think is reasonable to show in this video. I don't want this thing to go forever. I spent, as I said, I spent $1,500, which is a lot of money. But one thing I want to, impart on you is that I talk about how sometimes I trade doubles on eBay or sell off extras and things like that. And one of the things I believe, especially when you sort of build on these things and you wait for the right purchases and you always are committed to getting rid of your extras, is you have to be ready when somebody is coming to you and they say, I want to give you a lot of stuff, I want to sell you a lot of stuff, and the deal is really, really good. When those opportunities come, you have to be in a position to take them. Unfortunately for me, I had money in my Venmo, I had been saving money from eBay, I had the money to do this, and now I'm going to get some really great stuff, and as well as some stuff, not everything here is going to be for trade, but certainly there's going to be some good trade bait or stuff I'll replace out of my own collection. So with that, I know there's a lot of talking about it, and you're probably like waiting, like, where's the stupid games? So I'll start showing things. First, I think I will show you some of the handheld stuff. I don't know what particular order I'm going to go in. Again, I mentioned this earlier. I'm probably going to cut a little bit as we go because I'm going to have to move things around to get to it. This box here, we've got a bunch of things. I think you'll see as we go along why I did this. I didn't do an exact value calculation, but when I say I got a good deal, I'm pretty sure I mean it. First we have, in this case, it's a Zelda Shield case, which is pretty cool. This is a modded 2DS. Has a mod so it can load you can load games on it and things like that. I mean, I'm not super into modded handhelds, but it's another one I don't have, and I was definitely willing to pick it up. In this one right here, we have a modded PSP in great condition. The battery was dead, not a surprise, but PSP batteries die all the time. But a modded PSP, another nice thing to have. Along with it, and along with several of the systems I got, he had these little plastic, I think this is called Rose Color Gaming, these little plastic holders for systems to display them. Really cool to have these. I'll add them to the collection. Why is this guy getting rid of all this stuff? Well, he told me that he wanted to have for his daughter a gaming setup, but his daughter just got into Minecraft and YouTube and isn't really into this old stuff, and so he's going to build a gaming PC for her. He knew what everything was worth when he sold it to me. It wasn't like there was any sort of underhanded things. He just wanted all the stuff gone, and he thought that I would be a good home for it. We have a few NES games here. Nothing too special. All mostly doubles. Just Mario Duck Hunt World Class Track Meet. I mean, I have it. I'll try and sell it for like $5. And then Captain Planet, which I also have on NES, but actually I don't think it's super cheap. So we'll try and trade that. He also had this ROM hack of Final Fantasy VII Chinese or English edition. I think this is like a Chinese ROM hack. I'll keep this. It's pretty neat. This is a modded Super Game Boy. So a lot of people don't know this, but the Super Game Boy runs at the wrong clock speed. so the audio is a little off. He fixed that in this. He even opened it up to show me. He also installed a link cable port, so if you want to do link cable stuff with the Game Boy, you could. This will be an upgrade to my Super Game Boy. I actually have one in the box and one loose. I'll trade the loose one. If you're interested in a loose Super Game Boy, hit me up. We've got here just a variety of manuals and books and things like that. Nothing too crazy. Oh, a Game Genie book, which is kind of neat. I don't think I have one of those. Just some random stuff, which I'll keep. Supposedly this isn't working right. So this is an NES. Looks like a plain NES. Nothing too special, right? Well, no. He modded this so that it has HDMI out. Now, I have a retro USB AVS. I don't really need a modified HDMI NES, but this is pretty cool anyway. Although he mentioned that this one has a problem. He thinks the SRAM is messed up. Inside there's another EverDrive. I have an EverDrive already, but now I have another one. I'll probably trade this EverDrive to somebody else. I don't think I need 2 EverDrives in my collection. But I'm going to try and see what I can do about getting this thing fixed so it's functional, because a nice HDMI NES would be nice to have. We got a few Famicom cards, 2 of which are, we have, I think this is Kirby Dream Course, if I'm not mistaken, and then Kirby's Kirby's Dream Land 3 on Famicom, on Super Famicom, excuse me. I don't believe I have either one of these on Super Famicom, so I will keep those. And then this is weird. So this is the Japanese version of Mario RPG. These cards are pretty common, but he did a ROM hack on this, so it's running in English. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not. I may trade it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I may need some space, so it's in the maybe pile, we'll say. Right here in this, we've got a Nintendo Game Boy case. So this is an old case. This is super cool. I believe I have another one like this, but not this exact one, so we'll keep it. Really cool stuff, but also what's inside is also pretty cool if I can open the stupid case. We've got, you may have seen this before, this is a GB, this is not a Game Boy Color, it's a GB Boy Color, which he also modified to put new buttons and a D-pad in. But this is like a Game Boy Color aftermarket that has a really nice screen, and before people were doing mods, people would get this. This is actually a pretty decent unit. So we're going to keep this because I just think it's neat. Along with it, we've got, here's another rose-colored gaming Game Boy case, so we'll put this up. Here's a Game Boy EverDrive. I have a Game Boy Advance EverDrive. I don't know if we'll keep this or not, but it's cool to have. Again, you can see why I'm going for this, because there's just more and more and more things. This is a modded original Game Boy with these silicon buttons, as well as a biverted screen. Always wanted one of these. This will add to the collection. It's got a nice black case that he put on it. Super cool. Also have some other flash carts. This Benven game EverDrive, and then whatever this 64 meg GB USB thing is. There's a few things like this. I mean, honestly, I'm probably not going to keep all of these EverDrives. I just do not need that many EverDrives. I mean, 1 or 2 is sufficient for me, so I'll probably use them to trade. I mean, the truth is that I spent a lot of money here, and even though I was in a position to do this deal, I feel like I can't justify keeping it all. I have to part some stuff out, recoup some of my money, because it is a big financial. It's a lot. I could totally afford it, but I need to be reasonable about these things. So anyway, that's the first box. I'm gonna put all this stuff over here. This paperwork can go over here because we'll put that away now. I'm gonna do a quick cut and we'll move on to the next thing. All right, so real quick in this box, I'll hold it to the side like this. This is a variety of controllers. There was a ton of controllers. I'm not gonna go through every last one. These are just like the decent controllers that we'll either keep or bundle with systems. We got stuff like a nice blue PS1 controller. We've got several PS3 controllers, which I kind of needed. I didn't have many of them, so that's cool. These are all non-modified controllers. We're going to show you the modified ones in a bit. We've got a like a GunCon type gun for the PS1/PS2, multi-tap, whatever. You can see just a bunch of controllers. I'm not going to go through every last one, but a ton of them. We'll probably keep some, probably trade the rest, because again, I can't keep all of this for the collection. A few more things to show real quick, and then we'll do another cut. This is a Game Boy Advance. As you can see, it's modded. It's got the purple translucent case on it, and it has an IPS screen mod in this. The only slight problem with it is that the switch is a little funky. That can be replaced. I would have to buy a part. I actually already have a case modded and screen modded Game Boy Advance. I may still keep this. I haven't decided. If you haven't gotten one of these before, these things are really, really cool. It's like the best way to play Game Boy Advance. So happy to add that to the collection. We also have just a stock Game Boy Advance, plain, ordinary. I will probably trade this. Just test it, clean it up, trade it. Because again, I can't keep everything in this, and if I'm gonna trade something, it's got to be stuff I just don't have a use for. This is a Sega Master System EverDrive. So this will play all those Master System ROMs on a Master System. I'm probably not going to keep this only because I have like the Game Gear EverDrive. I've got a Genesis EverDrive which can play Master System games. So I just don't really need it. I think we better part it out and get some money for it. Here in this really cool Pokemon Black and White case that he gave me, which I'm sure is probably worth something by itself. We have, so this is also modded. If I can get it out of the case, this is also modded. So I'm not 100% sure what this is. I believe this is maybe an import. It says new Nintendo 3DS LL. It's white and it's got the nice color buttons. This is modded, so I think it can have games loaded on it. It's in great shape. It's beautiful. I'm keeping it. It's definitely the type of thing I like to have. I love these nice clean handhelds. I need to do more research on it. I imagine this is probably pretty expensive. 3DS XLs are pretty expensive. This is like the size of a 3DS XL, but I don't know what that LL means. I'm just not knowledgeable enough. But we're keeping this. This is something I definitely want to have. We'll put that right there. Here's another modded system. It's not a special edition. This just has a sticker on it. It's a DSi. I think this is just a regular DSi, and it's got a flash card in it, so you can play ROMs on it. It's a blue one. I may already have one of these. I may trade it. I haven't decided. I'll mess with it. But yeah, that was another cool thing. As you can see, we're not even close to done, and the value here is just kind of crazy. I mean, I had to spend a lot, but it was worth it. Right here in this bag, we have some items. First, we have a PS Vita TV that has been modded. I don't know a whole lot. I know you can unlock a lot of potential with these because Sony locks a lot of functionality on the PS Vita TV. So we're going to keep that. I already have one, but we'll keep this other one. And then we have a modded PS Vita that is in beautiful shape. This is the original version, the 1001, so it's got the original nice screen. Also in here is a nice case and some power cables and stuff like that, stuff that you're probably not all that interested, so I'm not going to show it off. We're going to keep both of these because we don't have that stuff. What do we got? Right here is some weird Chinese bootleg Game Boy Advance games. I don't even know what they are. I'm probably not going to keep them. Here we have a stack of PlayStation 1 games. So he didn't have a whole ton of games with it because he used so many EverDrives, but there were games. We have a copy of Tony Hawk 2 Loose. I've got it. This will be a nice trade bait item. This is one of the very best items in the whole thing. I may upgrade my copy for it. I need to check and see which is better. We have Castlevania Symphony of the Night complete. It was kind of weird. The disc was separated from the manual, which was separated from the case art. I had to grab another, jewel case to put it in. But really expensive game right now. But either this or the one I have is going to go for trade. So really nice item there. I think it's going for like 170, 180. Final Fantasy IX, I do have it already. This is going to be trade bait. And I'm sure I will be able to trade it. Same for Final Fantasy VIII. Same for Final Fantasy VII. These are some memory cards. I don't know if they have anything special on them, but I could always use memory cards, so we'll hold on to this. What else? Where do we want to go next? All right, we're going to do another cut, and then I'm going to come back and we'll do some more stuff. All right, so in addition to all of what we've showed so far, there was some Xbox and PlayStation stuff. We have another 360 Connect. I need these like I need a hole in the head. I have so many of these right now, but we'll try and sell it. But these just came in. This is a PS3 iToy. I don't have one of these. I'm not sure how useful they are. I'm not sure if I'll keep it or not. but definitely a neat little ad. I probably will keep this, as a matter of fact, just because I don't have one already. Down here, excuse me that I go off camera. This is one of the really other cool items. This was something he had listed on Facebook and eventually included in the bundle. This is a PC Engine. It's a Core Graphics 2. Connected to it, this is I think it's called a Tinoco. I believe this allows you to save games from a TurboGrafx. This thing here is an EverDrive with, I assume, is a full ROM set for TurboGrafx on here. He modified this so it goes RGB out, so it can accept an RGB signal. That RGB thing is going to be pretty important for something I'm going to show in a little bit. Hint. So anyway, this is cool. I'm going to keep this. I have a PC Engine already, but this is modded. I think we're going to find a use for it. In addition, we have two controllers. This is an original PC Engine controller, which I think he lengthened the cord for. This is a TurboGrafx controller, but a lot of people don't know this. The TurboGrafx and the PC Engine have different pinouts when they hook up to the system. So he changed the cord on this so it works with the PC Engine, which is very nice because these controllers have notoriously short lengths. So this is a nice long controller cable for the PC Engine. And again, anybody who deals with this stuff knows how nice that is. In addition, we have some extension cables for those controllers, which I can use for my controllers, an RGB cable, and a power cord. Really happy to have that. Again, another kind of expensive item when you add it all up, the EverDrive and the mods and the save item and things like that. These things are just not cheap. I told him, I asked him with some of this stuff, and again, I haven't totaled this up, but you can see that I think we've already gone well past what I spent on it. I think he just wanted to have a good home, and I didn't really negotiate this. This is what he offered me. It was very strange. Coming back down here, there's a few more items. This is a PS3 controller that he modified. He put some metal sticks in it. This is actually, I think, really nice. I'm going to use this because I just need a good feeling PS3 controller, so that's a neat thing. We've got some memory cards. These have the McWill stuff on them because that's important for something we're going to show in a bit. This is a modded PS1, original PS1. You can see we've got the pink case on it, and this has the PSIO. For those of you who don't know, you can load ROMs onto an SD card using the PSIO and play ROMs this way. So keeping this for sure. I've always wanted one of these. We have a modded PS2 with a hard drive in it that's loaded up with games. You got to do the McWill thing, but definitely something also that is cool for me to have. And then down here also we have a broken PS2. I don't really want it. I'll probably find somebody who needs it. This one here, oh, it's so heavy. We have, I think this is an original model PS3. It had the yellow light of death. So you can see at the bottom, he actually cut a hole out for it to breathe because he did some mods on it. So this is, again, modded to load games onto it. It boots up, but you can see it's got some cooling issues. So that's why I cut the hole open on it. I'm going to keep this, I think, and then I'm going to find another PS3 I have and try and move it to try and recoup the cost because this is worth keeping. The other one is probably not so much. I mentioned the 360 stuff before. We have 3 Xbox 360s. This one is modded. This top one here, it's in beautiful shape. It is modded so you can load games on it. I will keep this one for my personal collection. And then we've got, I'm not going to show them both, but 2 stock Xbox 360s. I'll show them both. 2 stock Xbox 360s, which I need to test and presumably trade. I don't think I have power cables for all of them, which is kind of a pity. But that's fine. We can just sell the systems loose by themselves. I'm going to cut again, and we'll come back with some more stuff. All right, more stuff to show. This is the Miracle Piano. It is for those of you who are not familiar, this is for the NES, an instructional tool to teach you how to play piano. The game is in here, the keyboard is in here, everything is in here. The box is a little beat up, but I don't mind. As a Nintendo collector, I really like that I found this as part of the collection. I'll have to figure out a way to set it up, but we'll play with it a little bit. Really cool piece to add to the collection. And I think I have to cut here just because this thing is on my lap. All right, even more stuff. Right here in this bag, we've got a blue PS1. This is a case swap. This is just a modded PlayStation 1, so it can play imports, region-free, burns, whatever. I love the color. This will be a great addition to the collection. We'll find a use for it. Love PlayStation 1 stuff, and yeah, really happy to have that. Right here in this box, I will show a little bit of it, is some Sega Saturn stuff. One interesting thing he made, this is a custom-built wireless Sega Saturn controller. So this is like a receiver, I think, for like an Xbox or something. And you can see that he like basically wired in a Sega Saturn dongle onto it that talks to this thing. So this takes a USB charge and it's a wireless Saturn controller. Really, really cool, I think. We are going to keep it for the collection. Super useful. 3D controller as well as another controller that's been modified, I believe. Just for Saturn. We can always use that stuff. We've got a RGB cable in there, and then a modded Sega Saturn. So this is, it doesn't have, like mine has the card reader in it for SD cards, the thing, but this is just a regular modded Saturn with a action replay in it. We'll keep this one, and then I think I have just like a regular stock Saturn in my collection that I think, since I have another one here, I will part with, because I don't need like 8 Sega Saturns. I just need a couple. And I don't even really need that many, but I'm a crazy person. So we'll put that down over here. We're definitely keeping this. All right, next up, something that he threw in, and it's kind of crazy as a throw-in. I already have one, but this is in the box with the remote, is an XRGB Mini FrameMeister. This is really important if you are trying to take some of these old systems and get nice RGB output to a high definition television. This will get you done. I have a FrameMeister just loose that I bought used from a forum like years ago, so this will replace mine because this has the remote and everything. And then I'll find a way to do something with the other one. As well as the other piece, that this is something I really needed. This is called a G-SCART. So to get all these RGB connections switched, you could use this G-SCART box to hook up, like, I guess it's 8 RGB things at once. This is also quite expensive and is included in the pickup. I really needed this, and very happy to have this for the collection. It's really going to make my experience playing these things a lot better. So amazing addition. You can, and again, these things, you can look up what I mean, maybe I'll post some pictures of what FrameMeisters are going for on eBay these days. Not a cheap unit at all. Other few interesting things, we have a power pad for the NES, as well as a DDR pad for PS2 and a DDR game. We don't have to get into that. What else? Right here, we have another Wavebird, which is for, hold on, I got it. Which is for this GameCube. This GameCube has an HDMI mod on it. So this outputs HDMI, and it's got the mod chip in it as well, so that it can boot games off of this SD card. So this has got a ROM set on it. I think what I'm going to do is put this in my home theater. This has Swiss and everything on it, so this will be a really great home theater style GameCube experience, especially with the Wavebird. And I'll just take one of my other GameCubes and sell it or something. Really useful. Really happy to have this for the collection. Another really cool thing. These are just some power cables and discs and things like that. What else can I show? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Along with all this stuff, there's a number of spare parts, wires, cables, power adapters, random things. Again, I can't show it all. It's just too much stuff. Oh, there's another thing here. Maybe I'll take a picture of it and show after because it's kind of out of reach. Is a black original Xbox with a black logo and everything that he modded. So that's another modded Xbox, just original one. That'll go into the collection. I'm looking around here trying to think if there's anything else. There's probably something else. Honestly, it's a ton of stuff. I had to spend a lot of money to do this. So I hope you like this video. I mean, that's part of the benefit of doing this stuff, is that in addition to getting stuff in the collection, I can share with all of you guys. I know this was long. I hope you appreciated it. If you're enjoying these videos, it's really, really, really important to like the video, hit the thumbs up at the bottom. That helps the video get seen. Leave a comment. Tell me what you like most about the video. Tell me what you learned, if anything. By the way, I did forget something. I know what it is. I see it on the shelf. A modded PSP Go. This is something else that came in the collection. I always wanted one of these. And oh, there it goes. It turned on. He said he didn't think the battery was working, but it seems like it's working just fine right now. So maybe he's just wrong about that. Maybe it just needed a charge. Anyway, definitely another cool thing for the collection. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're at 439 subscribers at the time of this recording, which is amazing. I think 2 Sundays ago, I was at 367. So we've had I think that's 72 more subscribers, which is nuts. I've never had such a great period of growth in so long. Thank you to everybody who's new to the channel. We've had a lot of new people leaving comments. I really appreciate it. Everything a little bit counts. I'm really trying to grow the subscriber base so I can do more and more and more videos for you. If you're interested in any of the doubles or anything I have for trade, please make sure you hit me up on Instagram. I'm doing chats with people right now about trades. I'm always trying to find ways to grow the collection or make things happen with my doubles. So hit me up on there. And that's it. Thank you so much. The people who made it this far, you do real MVP, as Kevin Durant would say. Take care, be safe, wear a mask, get your vaccine if you haven't gotten it already, and have a great day. Bye-bye.